Hey everybody, this is your 9-week update. I'm Mr. Ryan.
And I'm Miss Carr.
And we're going to cover some important topics today for your first 9-week update. So first, let's get to the report card. All right, guys, so here on the screen is a high school report card. So let me draw your attention to a few things. Here in the left column are the term numbers. They're either 1, 2, or 3. 1 is first semester, 2 is second semester, 3 means it's a year-long class. These are your course titles, these are your course numbers, your periods, your teacher names, and these are your grades for the first 9 weeks. We won't discuss the other columns until you have grades in the columns because it starts to get confusing, but you will have a first 9 weeks and a second 9 weeks grade that gets averaged in to give you a grade for the semester, which is what finalizes these grades. Okay, so here you see an attempted credit at 0.5. That's because it's the first half of the class. You've earned none because you haven't completed the first half of the class yet. That's not bad. That's what it's supposed to look like. You have your behavior columns here. So S is satisfactory, U unsatisfactory, N needs to improve. And then you have your absences. Your absences are accumulated by period, not by day. So you can have more absences in one period than another. And so if you see something that is off, you should talk to your teacher about why there is more or less than one period, but these are done by period. Down here at the bottom, you can see a key of some important information. So the terms that I just discussed, the percentage grades for each grade level, the behavior codes that I just went over. And then here's the one that we get asked about most often, and this is GPAs. So 9 weeks, we're in the 9 weeks. We're not doing block. So this is a 9 weeks grade. This is the credits that you've attempted. This is what's here currently on your report card. And this is the GPA for what is currently on your report card. This is not a finalized GPA. It is a running GPA for these classes for this 9 weeks only. Here at the bottom, you can see we have a graduation cum and an eligibility cum. These are a cumulated GPA, meaning an accumulation of credits in the GPA for those. So this is a running total throughout high school. So this will go up every time you complete a course, and the GPA will be averaged in with the courses that you complete. This is where your GPA should be pulled from. This is not a weighted GPA, however, so there is still another GPA out there that you can talk to your counselors about, but this is the more accurate GPA. This is only a term GPA for the first 9 weeks. All right, everybody, so that's how you read a high school report card. So if there's any questions about that, reach out to your school counselor. There's a lot of things on there to pay attention to. Your GPA starts to count here in the 9th grade year. If you have any carryover classes from middle school that were high school credits, they're in there as well. Start paying attention to that because that GPA will be there when you graduate in your 12th grade year, and you want it to be as good as possible for those colleges. So a couple of things, 9th grade specific, that we wanted to cover in this update: tutoring. If there were any grades on that report card that you weren't happy about, reach out and find some tutoring for you. Most of your teachers have some tutoring going on before and after school. We have some school-wide tutoring opportunities for you, so reach out and find an opportunity for yourself if you want to bring up those grades. We want to also talk to you about some of the Eocs and FSAs you're going to take this school year. There's a few that you need to pay attention to, so we want to make sure that they're on your radar. Ms. Carr, can you talk about those?
Sure. So everyone will take the reading FSA in May, and then you may have the algebra 1 EOC or geometry end of course. Those are both in May as well. Those are and maybe the biology EOC as well.
Yep. And then Bright Futures. Can you talk a little bit about it, Bright Futures, and why it's important to start now?
Sure. So now, since you're in high school, you can start earning hours towards Bright Futures. That's our state lottery scholarship. So the highest level right now is 100% tuition for college, which is huge. You need 100 volunteer hours. So you definitely want to get started with those now. So you can do that, getting involved in different clubs on campus or your sports teams. Find something that interests you and definitely start doing that all throughout high school. If you are a non-IB student, there's several different paperworks that you need to have filled out for Bright Futures, so make sure you're starting to get those completed and turned in.
And it's not just for hours. That helps you be a little more competitive on your college transcripts when you start to apply. That's right. Going to set you apart from other students having a continued focus in a volunteer service opportunity. Can you talk to us a little bit about rigorous courses and some of our CTE programs and why it's important?
Sure. So colleges want to see that you're challenging yourself at the most rigorous level that we have at the school. So definitely start looking at your classes and start looking at the subjects that you are excelling in, talking with your teachers so they can recommend higher level courses for you for next year. You really want to start challenging yourself. That just helps you as a student. It's good to stay challenged and learn. And then we also have a lot of great CTE programs here. So those more of our career in tech. So we have the 3D printing program, Photoshop, marketing, fashion, a lot of great stuff. So definitely get involved. Those are courses that you can take and then earn certifications in. So those awesome, those skills to have.
Excellent. And folks, just one more time, you are now earning high school credits and a high school GPA, so pay attention to those grades. Don't look back on your ninth grade year and wish you had done something a little different. Start today. That's your ninth grade update. Hope you have a great day. See you later.
Bye.